Hello everyone. Today we'll be starting a series on LangChain Agent Ecosystem. So in my previous video, you got to know what LangChain is, how retrieval is done, how the data is stored into chunks and then embeddings and vector stores. So today, this will be the first video on the series. So today we'll be talking about agent. So what is an agent? What does it consist of? How does it perform tasks? What the other things that are associated with it? So first, let's understand what is an agent. So agent is nothing but a virtual assistant that is being provided with instructions and a set of tools or set of things that it performs. So first let's talk about this diagram. So the agent is associated with a memory, tools, actions, plans. So first let's talk about tools. So what are tools? So tools are nothing but the objects or the things that agent uses them and performs a certain task. So for example, if you want an agent to do something, so it uses these tools and then performs a task. For example, if you want an agent to get an information from the Wikipedia, or let's say from Google search. So it goes to Google. It uses the tool Google. It will search the relevant query that we asked for and it gets the answer. So you may be asking, why do we need to use the tools? So instead of using the tools, why do we, ask the ChatGPT regular questions and it gives the answer? So ChatGPT has limitations. So it does not cover the entire information, the latest information. So in order to get the latest information, we use these tools such as Google Search API or Wikipedia API or News API to get the latest news. Then the agent consists memory. So memory is divided into two subparts, which is short-term and long-term memory. Short-term memory is nothing but buffers, which is for temporary storage for immediate tasks. Then, it has long-term memory, which is nothing but a persistent storage for historical data. For example, vector stores. So we have different vector stores, over 40 vector stores. And when it comes to tools, we have 60 plus tools and different toolkits. So then when coming to plan the planning model that helps the agent devise strategies to achieve specific goals. So it takes input from memory and other components to outline a series of actions. Then, when it comes to action, action is nothing but the execution module where the agent performs the actions as per the plan. So this is where the agent interacts with the external world or, external environment. So then, when it comes to agent types, so we have different, more than 15 agent types, designed for specific tasks, each for specific use cases and functionalities. And these agents can be specialized for different domains and tasks. Then we have different LLMs where, we can integrate it with the agent. We have, 60 plus integrations. When it comes to agents, we have different actions, simulations, different types, autonomous or manual agents, and different actions. It performs based on the thought processing and reasoning ability. Then, let me explain the interaction flow, how the agent interacts with the tools, memory, and different environments. So the first agent interacts with memory, planning and action modules to perform tasks. And then it uses tools and LLMs for specialized functionalities. Then the planning module devises strategies based on agent's goal and memory. The action module executes these plans interacting with the external environment or tools. So, as I said before, it performs actions based on thought and reasoning. So let me explain the React framework, which is nothing but a reasoning, action, and thought that is the full form of the React. So how does an agent performs a certain task? So it all begins with a loop. Yeah. So first it takes an action, it goes to reasoning, then it comes to thought. If we have another sequence of tasks and it again goes to action, and then it gives the final answer. So as I said before, we have different type of agents, such as XML agent, JSON chat agent, or a structured chat or React agent, as I said, just now, which is made for simple models, that supports chat history. And then, we have different OpenAI functions and OpenAI tools. Okay, this was the, entire ecosystem. So in today's video, we'll be starting with the agent. I'll be showing you how to create an agent, how to use tools, and how to perform, certain actions, certain tasks with those tools, and using the agent. Yeah, so first of all, we need some modules, which is nothing but LangChain, LangChain Community, Hub, OpenAI, env for loading the API keys. For the API keys, you can create an OpenAI account, where you, since I've already created, you will be asked to create a new, key. So you can create in this way. You can leave the name optional, or if you want to name it, you can name it. Then, another thing that we need is the, Tably, which is nothing but searching tool, similar to Google search, that works with LLM models, different LLM models, such as that. So for that, you have to create an API key for this as well. So you can go to the website, go to the API. Now it is asking me to sign in. So once you sign in, you can see the API key that is being here. You have to copy it, have to keep it somewhere. Then, you have to initialize the API keys in the env files. I'm not showing you because it is a secret key. You can store it similar to like this. So, OpenAI underscore API underscore key equals to your key here, then v underscore API underscore key. Your key in these brackets. So let me just install all these packages. I haven't installed it before, but I'll just show you how to install this using the txt file. So let me just go to the directory cd agent tools. Then you have to install -OK. So it was LangChain, -community, and LangChain. If you run this, you can see I have already installed all of those. Then I leave the code files in the description. Then, okay, so let's get started. So first, I will load the modules and the API keys. I will set up that. So for that, I'll just import the OS, then we'll use this. Then I'll import the hub, which is nothing but, when we need to call the function, I'll show you later, then we have to import the agents too from LangChain Agents. I'll import agent executor, then I will invoke the function agent, and then I will load the tools. As I said before, we'll be using the tools. Then, I'll load the tools here, Tably search, tabular search results, and then from utilities. We'll import the API wrapper that we'll be using for the search, and then we'll just import the chat OpenAI. Okay, so I'll call the load env function for loading the environments from this file, API keys, then I'll pay p key. I'll just load the key. Start, get. You have to give the same name. I said to find it before in the environment file. Similar to this. I'll get the table key start, get the. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so I'll create a function for the tool. Let's just define it, tablet tool then. I'll create a variable for search. So, here I will call the search, API wrapper, for the searching, and then I'll initialize the tool. There's nothing but search results. So this will call the, this API, and this function. Then I'll create an array, which is nothing but tools. Tablet tool, which I defined it before. Then I will add the results to this array, nothing but, which will, gather the results from, Wikipedia. So, I think, yeah, you have to install Wikipedia also. So once this is done, we can return the tools. Yes, this is from this. Okay, now, the main parts come main part, which is nothing but I will create a function that will initialize the action. So for that, let me just define our LLM that we'll be using, which is nothing but chart OpenAI. Let me just give the model. You can give any model you want, 3. 5 turbo, 3. 5, a different set of tokens. Then I'll give the temperature. Temperature is nothing but a value that you assign a model, which defines how creative your model should be. Generally, the value lies between 0 and 1. So, 1 being the most creative and 0 being the most safest answer. So, when an agent tries to be creative, it sometimes gives wrong answers. I will give the most common value 0. 6. Then I will create a variable prompt. So as I said before, I loaded hub, right? So I will use this hub to invoke the functions agent. So what I will do is, I will pull the model, which is nothing but HW, which is 17. You can use any model if you want. For these models, you can go through the documentation. Okay, so I'm invoking this function, and for tools, as we created the function before, I'll just call it here. And then for agent, let me just create an agent, nothing but create OpenAI functions agent, which takes a bunch of parameters, which is LLM, tools, and prompt. So what we're doing here is we are providing an agent a certain set of tools. We are giving the model, we are giving the tools, we are giving the prompt on what should be asked. Then I will execute this agent for that, create a variable name executor, then I will use the agent executor to execute it. So it also again comes with such a certain bunch of parameters. Just initialize it, tools then. Verbose equals to true. Then agent executor. I will invoke the executor. So for that it takes the parameter in sort of form. I will specify the input, and then I will ask, and I'll ask the agent a certain question. So let's just ask, what does NVIDIA do? Who is the owner of NVIDIA? And what is his net worth? Okay, so what it will do is it will get the information from Wikipedia using the Tavli search API. Then we'll just call this function. Okay, so let's just run this. This is invalid syntax of the column. It says it has no attribute from _agent. Yes, you don't have to give that. You can specify this on the agent executor function itself. As you can see, it is creating a chain. It is getting the results from Wikipedia using the target search NVIDIA. So as I asked, what does NVIDIA do? It will give the results, and then it will create a chain, and it will again ask who is the owner of NVIDIA and what is this method? So you can see the CO of it is giving the relevant results, and yeah, you can see it is giving them the network that we asked for. So that was the whole brief overview and a hands-on tutorial on agent and the tools. So in the next video, we'll be covering on the memory, which are nothing but short-term buffers and long-term nothing but a vector stores. So thank you for watching this video.